অপূর্ব সৌভাগ্য আমাদের সবার, আপনাদের সবার সঙ্গে দেখা হলো আজকে। আমরা দেশের সবার পক্ষ থেকে আপনাদেরকে বিজয় দিবসের শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আমি ইংরেজিতেই বলি, অন্যরা বুঝতে পারবে না বলে আপনারা তো বুঝতে পারবেন। একটু পরে বাংলা বলবো, আগে ইংরেজিতে বলিনি কিছুক্ষণ। I don't feel I'm awake. I feel like I'm in a dream. Being here. It's a stunning experience to come to such a prestigious, such an influential institution in the whole world. I admired from a distance. In the past, whenever I came, I tried to get a glimpse of Al-Azhar. I just came through just watching from a distance. I didn't dare to enter. I was not familiar where to go. Today you bring me in. I'm here with the students and the faculty and the friends. It's an amazing experience, a lifetime experience for me. I give my greetings to Grand Imam and all the leaders of the university. When you are mentioning all the numbers, these are stunning numbers. I come from the academic background. I know what it means, how staggering those numbers are, how overwhelming the undertaking is. This is a memorable event for me, to see you, meet you physically, and even get a chance to talk to you. It's a rare opportunity. As someone coming from academic world, it's always exciting to be with the students. That's what we do, that's what we live for. And my greetings to all of you, all the students of Al-Azhar who are present here, who are outside, those staggering number of students and faculties all over the world. And among them, there are Bangladeshi students, pretty large number too. Can I see you with the Bangladeshi students? Will you please stand up to see? Wow, these are all Bangladeshi students. I should. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a wonderful feeling that you could accommodate so many students. I hope more and more students from Bangladesh could come here, and more opportunities will be available to you, because you change the world. Coming to Al-Azhar gives you the perspective, give you the knowledge, give you the willingness to do things which is good for humanity, not only in Bangladesh, globally. So that's your role. You are not limited to a particular country. You are limited from, your service is for the whole world, for all humanity. I have to catch a flight right after this, so I have to be brief, and I'll try to share my experiences, what I did as a teacher, what I was trying to do, because this opportunity to interact with the students give me this opportunity to share what my efforts were, initiatives were. My experience in the University of Chittagong began 53 years back, as Bangladesh became just an independent country at that time. I came back from the United States where I was teaching. Bangladesh today and Bangladesh 53 years back are completely different. Bangladesh was the poorest country in the world. That was its title. This is not something make you feel encouraged that you are a citizen of the poorest country in the whole world. 86% of the population of Bangladesh were under the poverty line. And you see poverty everywhere. And that war of liberation made it worse, because all the roads were broken, all the bridges are torn apart because of the war of liberation. People's life became very, very difficult. And as I was teaching, trying to see what can be done to make sure the people who live around the campus are reached out to. Because I was campaigning within the faculty of the university saying, if university is the reservoir of all the knowledge of the world, doesn't matter where it is located, whether it's in the poorest country or the richest country, university is supposed to be the reservoir of all knowledge. And that's what Chittagong University should be too, as a reservoir of all knowledge. My question to the faculty was, if it is the reservoir of knowledge, should it be just limited to the walls of the university? Or should it be available to the people who live around the campus? That became a big debate. And I was campaigning that knowledge is no good if it is not useful for people. So if the university has knowledge, it must reach out and touch the lives of the people who were around it and beyond. And that's what this whole meaning of having an university. So we're trying to see, I was trying to see, not many people paid attention to it. What can be done? And then terrible thing happens in Bangladesh. Terrible, terrible thing. Worst thing that happened to our life in the history of Bangladesh. In 1974, we were hit by a famine. And Bangladeshi students probably heard about it, but others may not. An enormous number of people were dying of hunger throughout the country. You literally see dead bodies on the street every day. They died not because they had some any disease. They died because they couldn't eat. They didn't have enough to eat. And dying by hunger is the most painful way to die. Death approaches very slowly. The day you die, the moment you die, you cannot distinguish, nobody can distinguish at what point you are alive, at what point you are dead. It's a very slow-moving process. And suddenly, it shocked everybody. That is death by hunger, massive number of people in Bangladesh. And that hit us too in the university. So one of the things I was trying to do, if shortage of food is the problem, people couldn't eat. All I can do, at least try to help the village next door to the university campus do not have shortage of food. So my first effort was to make sure there is no shortage of food in one village which is next to the university campus. So I did lots of different things. Then I saw no matter what I did, there's still a large number of poor people in the village who couldn't afford to buy that food, even if they had the food in the village. So I was trying to see how do you do that. One traditional way, give them charity, give them some money so that they'll get some food. And I was wondering whether there's a good way to do that, because religions, most of the religions say that, give charity to the people for good reasons. But I was kind of hesitant, because this is something which doesn't lead to the solution. It only perpetuates the problem. So I kind of took a different decision that I don't want to go by that route. It's a good one, but I don't want to pursue that road. I was looking for something which can be sustainable. Opportunity came, some of experience of interaction with a villager, a village woman. And she was explaining how she survives in a daily way. But in her survival process, she had to borrow money from someone to make some stool. And then the lender, which is the trader, gets all those stools to himself and sells in the market. And he gives the lowest possible price for those stools that the women made for. So she was totally cheated out of the whole deal. So she remains poor, but she struggles hard to make sure she gets a meal next morning or next day. The reason she didn't have the money to buy bamboo, which goes into the stool. So she borrowed the money from the trader. She said maybe about 50 cents, US dollar wise, or maybe a little more if you are looking for a good quality. I said, what if somebody gave you that 50 cents as a loan, can you pay it back? I said, of course I can pay it back, because I pay him much more than that. So paying you back is no big deal. I thought about it. Should I give her the 50 cents and let her be free from the moneylender, trader? Or she should continue the same relationship and see what happens. So I didn't give her the money. But I thought about it. Next morning I came back to her and said, okay, I'll give you the money. The deal is you'll return the money to me once your business is done, and then you can borrow more. So this was the start of something that I continued, because I was so excited that she really paid it back, and I gave her money back again. So I told the villagers. In the meantime, I became very familiar with the village women and village people. I said, if you need money, come to me. I'll give you the money. This is in a circumstances, in an environment where money lenders will give you money, and for that money you have to give away everything. Still your money is not paid back. That's what the money lending practices in Bangladesh and many other countries is all about. Here I am, I'm not talking about taking away everything. I'm just asking for the money to be back, that's all. Whatever I gave is returned to me. People thought, oh, it's so easy. So it became very popular. The more popular it gets, more excited I get. Because it helped people. They started doing things and paying me back. Then I thought, this is not my job. I'm a teacher. Why should I lend money to people? This is the job of a bank.